prevent people from seeing us.
Hello, gamers, and welcome back to another episode of Confessions of a Game Girl podcast. We are in 2025. I cannot believe I'm saying that. This is technically, if you want to be serial and, for real, this is our third year of actually putting out a podcast, even though, am I saying that right?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Operating.
Yeah. That's wild. For those of you that are new here, I'm Doom Cutie, that's Shay, that's Ellie, and we host an all-female gaming podcast, and basically we talk shit about being a woman in gaming. And then
but the experience of being women in gaming. Yeah.
Not necessarily about other women, just mainly making fun of ourselves, and sometimes our cats and children.
Yes. It's quite true. It's quite true.
Welcome back. So happy to be here, and we've got the chats going, and it's really, really exciting. And I'm so glad that you all came back. It's great. You know what? You're making me do this. You're actually making me show up all the time. I'm here for it.
Yeah,
I agree.
There's nothing more wholesome than going on a break, like whether it's streaming, podcast, whatever, and coming back and there's just like people waiting to like chat to you and greet you and say hi. It's absolutely heartwarming. It truly is.
Warms my
Couldn't agree
heart.
more.
Little Grinch heart, just
yes. Was it grown 2 sizes, 3 sizes?
Yeah, but it's usually Christmas related, but Christmas didn't work on me this year, so I had to wait for like podcast restart, and then that worked. Yeah.
Valid. Okay, ladies, first of all, let's just address the elephant in the room. Ellie's alive, everyone. If you would have, if you follow her on her stories on Instagram or on, I don't think it was on TikTok, but she's put across content across a couple of areas, and she's ticking off that bucket list. Ellie, what did you do?
Yes. So I decided to be absolutely wackadoodle crazy touch grass and go shark cage diving.
Would it be grass or seaweed?
Oh, it'd be seagrass for sure. Yes, but it was a bit of a bucket list item. It's something I've always wanted to do in my lifetime, a bit of a shark dork, but I did it. I absolutely did it. I got in the cage. But unfortunately, it's a bit sad. There was no sharks. Obviously, they can't rope and leash a shark, which I said that they should, because did they know that Twerking Queen was coming? Did they know I was coming?
They would have been all up in that cage.
Also, what is this excuse that they can't fucking put a saddle on a shark? Excuse me, give me that saddle. I'll fucking do it for you, okay?
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Come now. That is such an excuse, Ellie. I wouldn't take that, okay? I wouldn't take it.
Devastated. So, and I even, as a little shark nerd myself, I looked up the stats. They have like a graph on like the last, I think it was like 20 years, because don't think about it too much. 2005 was 20 years ago. Don't think about it.
Oh, wow. Okay, listen, you didn't have to be so hurtful straight away, man. Like,
they did. They did. They had the stats on how long they've been operating, and I looked on the exact date. So I went, what day is it? Wednesday, on Monday. That was my shark day, Monday. I looked down for the last several years, and for 14 years, they had shark appearances for 14 years. And I was like, come on, they've got to see sharks. And for the past 3 days before us, they had great whites on the tour. So I was like,
Ellie,
come on. We are set up for success. Baby girl, when I tell you I was devastated devastated that
you're just gonna
no
have
sharks.
to go again. I'm so sorry, Ellie, but you're gonna have to go again.
It
and
is.
take us.
It is. And thankfully, the particular company I went with, they have like a no shark guarantee because they said they're nomadic creatures. We can't lasso them. If they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. And so they have a no shark policy where they give you over half of the money back to go and do it the tour again. So full discrepancy, the tour was $500. They give you $300 back, but only to use on a tour. Like they don't give you cash back. They give you $300 towards the next tour. So $200 for a tour. I'm not mad about it. Yeah, look, I don't get motion sick, but the swells were like 3 to 4 meters.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for animatophobia folk, but I filled up 3 vomit bags. It was a really hard time getting there. And then finally we were there. I was stoked. I got my scuba gear on. I got in the cage. No sharks. I was down there for half an hour. No sharks.
Did you have to do any training for the scuba stuff? Because I saw your video and I was like, oh fuck,
that looks kitted out.
Full gear. No full gear. No training.
Just chuck you in like yo.
Yeah, and it's old semen too. Like brother had been on the ocean for like longer, probably double from when I was alive.
Oh, then he has no like fucks. He's just like, get in the water, idiot. And you're like,
he was like, get in the water. And I had a wetsuit that had a hole in it, and I was like, sir, my wetsuit has a hole in it. And he looked at it and he's like, that's not a hole. And I was like, yes, sir,
this is a hole.
He went full Australian, like, no, it's not. You're like, no, it's absolutely not. You're so right.
Oh, yeah. He said, that's not a hole. And I'm like, you know correctly. Yes, sir. And so I got in with my holy wetsuit. I got in with the full breathing kit, and I got in the cage. But then I had a bit of a moment. I'll be real with you. Sometimes you think you know your body, and I got into the cage and I felt myself panicking. So I got out of the cage, and he was very, very lovely. He was definitely a boomer. And I got out of the water and I was like, and he was like, you're okay. Take your time. There's no water in your mask. You're good to go. And I said, I was like, because I was kitted up. I was like, and I got back in the water. I optively like took a really big breath and I was okay. So he was absolutely fantastic. And I thought I'd be A-okay. I've been scuba diving before. I thought I would be fine. But I think with everything going on with the bubbles, with the mask, with the rebreather, it was a lot going on.
3 bags of vomit. Like, I feel like your body's in a weakened state. Like, why are we going and breathing funny when I've already had to chuck up the entirety of my tum-tum? Thank
you, Shay, for seeing me. But yeah, that was the vibe. And I finally got in. It was amazing. I GoPro'd the whole thing. But I think, Doom Cutie, I'm learning the very real lesson of disappointment as an adult. We don't really deal with a lot of like heavy mourning disappointment. And I have been looking forward to this my whole life, let alone actually planning it for several months. And I didn't want to get too excited, but I obviously got excited. There was no sharks. And so I'm still bummed. And that was Monday and it's Wednesday. And I was very upset.
Like, I know obviously like you've had to take a bunch of time out. You've obviously had to arrange things in your life because you have a tiny human and a partner. But like, I don't know about you, right? But if Rico had something like that, my partner, that he wanted to do, and for some reason, completely out of his control, it didn't happen the way it should, I'd be like, fucking go do it again. Like, go on. The game experience, okay? I want to see you happy.
Yeah, I'm very blessed that my partner, I had messaged them once the tour was over, and I will be honest, I was crying. I was very upset. And they said, book it tomorrow. They said, book it tomorrow. We'll change your flights, book it tomorrow. And I said, like, I can't vomit again. I can't go on it tomorrow. I don't, because the skipper, the captain,
bile left.
The captain was like, honestly, flip of the dice. It could be clear, it could be choppy. It is what it is. And I said to my partner, I'm like, I'm sorry, I could not do it tomorrow. If it's the same as today, I can't chance it. So my partner was absolutely beautiful. They gave me the option. I said, I've got to come home. You know what? I'm going to have a breather. It is what it is. And I've come home. They bought me flowers. They bought me chocolate. And they said, I understand that you were very, very disappointed about something that you've literally planned for months and wanted for years. please know you can go back whenever. So I need to satisfy my bucket list. I'm booking skydiving for the end of the month. Which is, it's on my bucket list. And so I'm like, it's a day trip. So shark diving was in another state.
Yes.
I had to take several days out. I had to go and journey to the other state. I had to sleep over. I had to go to the shark trip, sleep over again, and then come home. So thankfully, skydiving is only a couple hours away from me.
I can. The coast or something. Yeah.
Yes, it is down the coast. I can go drive myself, do it, and come home all within like 6 hours. So
what happens
plausible.
if you see a shark during skydiving? Will that help?
That's 2 birds, 1 stone.
I'd be like, babe. I'd be like,
the shark.
I'd be like, excuse me, sir, drop me just down there. I don't care that I'm not caged. Just drop me in there. Yeah.
I'll give you a harness to go with. Yeah, get your portable. I'll give you a little harness so you can like do the little thing on, and just be careful of their fin, and then otherwise you're good to go. Okay, like we will prep you. Okay.
Yeah. So it's been a bit of a turbulent few days on learning disappointment as an adult, because we don't often feel very, very upset and almost like a grieving. Like
it's because we don't look forward to anything as adults. I'm so sorry, but we're usually so busy that we don't hold anything in such high regard that we just absolutely must. It's only ever for bucket list items and usually travel and maybe some concerts that, you know, a nice like nostalgia. But like otherwise, I don't know about you guys, but I don't look forward to things the same way I did as a kid. I wish I did.
Yeah.
But like as a kid, you look forward to like a Macca's run and you're like, oh, I'm going to get ice cream. And now as an adult, you're like, it's a lot of effort. I got ice cream in the, it's going to go home. That's fine.
I don't know.
I totally agree.
I don't know. I think having my daughters kind of hype me up for things definitely.
Good point.
Yeah, I think it's just who you are around. But if you have to kind of muster it from yourself, it is a little bit difficult. And if you think about, you know, Ellie saying she, you know, traveled, she you know, journeyed to this place to do this thing. It took her time and it took her money. Like, of course, like you're definitely going to be feeling like, hang on, wait a minute, I didn't get the dopamine that I was supposed to have at the end of this. Like, I'm sure you were yakking in that bag, being like,
it's going to be worth it.
It'll be worth it. Yeah, literally. And I don't get motion sickness, so I thought I would be fine. Like I don't, but like I won't go into detail, but it was a whole thing. And at the end of the trip, because it's a 3-hour boat ride to the island that we go and see the great white sharks.
It's gorgeous, but you're too busy with your head in a bag.
Right. And on the way back. Yeah, on the way back, because you're riding with the waves, it is smooth. It's like a ferry. It is so smooth. And anyway, they like open the bar when you're on the way back. It's chill. You like relax. The sun's not burning you anymore. And I was just chilling. I went with a couple friends, and we had made friends with this man who was 10 years our senior, but he was so funny. And he turned to me and he's like, "You're feeling all right?" And I was like, "You know what, sir? I am. I'm feeling a lot better." And he's like, "You were yellow." He's like, "You're pale." And at the point, I was like, oh. He's like, "You're pale, but you were yellow." And I was like, "Okay, I'm taking a double hit. I'm feeling sick. I didn't see a shark, and now this man is saying that I was the color of a lemon. Thank you so much." But he was they were so funny. Like,
man, I know you're trying to help, but I swear to God, I still got some vom left for you, so I need you to shut up.
I was like, "I need you to take 5 steps away from me, sir. I'm going to Ghostbusters your ass." But no, it was very sweet. And the whole experience, I still enjoyed having fun with friends, but I'm still bummed. My parents keep messaging me, "Are you over the sharks yet?" And I'm like, no, I'm not. No. But just know that I'll go and skydive at the end of the month to feel a bit better.
Also, if you want to go see sharks, depending on if I have any money, hit me up. I'll come with you.
Shay, let's do that.
Like, I do get motion sickness, right? So yeah, I'm going to chuck the entire time. I'll be just as yellow as you. I'll probably die. But I think sharks are so fucking cute. They're such dirty idiots with big teeth.
They are. From what they told us as well about the fact that The company we went with are like the only legal company. 2 companies in Australia can legally chum for great whites, and they are one of the 2 that can legally pop stuff in the water to make the besties come over. They were saying like, bless their cotton socks, but great white sharks are dumb. Like we hit the cage and they come on over. They go, oh, dinner bell. Love them, but they're stupid. They're essentially kittens off the water.
I've
and
heard
so
them as like grabbed as puppies of the water because they just want the food, and they chop into humans sometimes, but it's accidental. That's the funniest bit. They just go, oh,
they
it's
don't
a
like
seal.
warm blood.
Ugh.
Yes, they go icky, icky. So they're beautiful, but they're beautiful idiots, and I think that sums up us 3 beautiful idiots.
Oh
know,
my god, dolphin! I need a Photoshop of us as sharks. Thank you.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Look, bravo! Brave queen. Love to see it. Clearly setting the tone for, living your best life in 2025. We do love to see that here. #empowerment. However, you could not fucking pay me $1 million to get into a tank with a shark.
Well, no, because you're in a cage. And
no, the ocean, that area. Okay,
You know what scares me?
Absolutely not.
The ocean bit, not the shark bit. The ocean bit freaks me out, right? Because that's a lot of water. It's really dark and like.
There's no seaweed though. Like that's the best bit. There's no There's no
so
seaweed.
They can really see you when they're chomping down on you. Absolutely
they
not.
Can't chomp. There's a cage. There's a cage, and you can just be like,
I'm in the cage. But put the shark in the cage.
Can you eat something in a cage? No, you can't.
Yeah.
So it's okay. You just don't go sticking your arms out. Or do.
I don't know. If you get something mushy enough, it will come out of the holes of the cage.
I got told off. The skipper was like, "You don't stick your arm out of the cage." I was like, "Babe, there was no great white shark." I was there. I was in the tank for 25 minutes, and I had my GoPro, and I was like twisting my GoPro around to look at the ocean. I'm like, fuck this noise. They're not coming for me.
No.
So I stuck my arm out, and I made sure to stick with the least amount of tattoos, so I could if I lose it, I could just get the same tattoos from the other arm.
It's okay. Yeah. I like it. That's actually worth
Ellie and Shay, sharks no. Whale watching. Yes, calm.
I've done that.
No. Whales, as soon as they are done, they flip their tail and there goes your entire ass boat, okay?
Yes. And whale sharks do that too. That's on my list, whale sharks.
And you're like...
Whale sharks are over with you, Doom Cutie. Whale sharks are over in WA, and I've already teed up my friend this year to go swim with whale sharks, so I'll come and sleep over at your house. Yeah.
Okay.
Doom Cutie and TQ link up. I think so.
Yeah. Wait. Is there anything in Queensland you guys want to come see? We can do a fun little sleepover and go touch some creatures of some kind.
I already told you.
Everything.
Everything for starters,
but
also
in Brizzy.
Wizard of Oz at Movie World. Hello.
Oh, hello.
I've only been sending you like a bajillion links. I don't know why you're not there every weekend. Get a yearly pass
out this week. I'm sorry. We have so many new rides coming, and you're right. You do need to come over, Doom. Yeah. Come on, we're just going we're going on a podcast weekend, right? And it's for team bonding, and the games we'll play will be
business
how
expense.
many times did we vomit or something if we got off a ride? I don't know. I don't care. I just want to go
stream on a roller coaster.
Oh my god! Strap the GoPro and be like, strap in, everyone. It's just me laughing maniacally in the background on a roller coaster.
Oh my goodness. Well, fantastic. I'm so glad I got to experience that news live, because we didn't actually know the outcome of this. So I assume that's why Ellie was very oh yeah, I'm alive from the sharks. So thank you for sharing. New Year's resolutions. I cannot fathom another year of making resolutions and feeling like a failure. I personally, I can do ins and outs. Definitely, I can do those. What did I do last year that I don't want to do again this year? Yes. I can do reflecting. I can do that. But saying I will walk 1 million kilometers this year or something like that, life happens and it gets in the way, and I just feel like the biggest failure.
You know what I finally realized, and this will help you go a bit easier on yourself, right? The problem with resolutions is that they are always punishments. That is the problem when people make resolutions. They're always, I'm going to go to the gym, which for most of us is a punishment. Not, I want to get fit, or I'm going to make sure I do this many bushwalks because I love nature. No, it's I'm going to go to the gym, or I'm going to walk, or I'm going to do this many books because I know it's something hard. I'm going to make myself do it. And because we have all of these resolutions that are hard and negative, of course we don't want to tackle them. So yeah, maybe sprinkle something nice in there for yourself. Like this year, I'm going to make sure I take at least 10 baths where I unwind with a glass of wine, and I'm going to make sure this happens. Or 12, right? For once a month. This has to happen. It has to happen. And sure, keep your hard ones, right?
Yeah, I am a bath queen. I love baths. I'm so happy
I actually
for
got
you.
a caddy finally for mine. I was inspired by you, and I got one of those ones that goes across.
Oh, they're so good. They're so good. People need to take more baths. I'm so happy. But I totally agree with you with resolutions. I don't really believe in resolutions. I believe in goals. I think resolutions, a lot of people are like, right, I'm getting healthy. I'm updating my wardrobe. I'm doing this.
And it's all to just switch your life like that. It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. It does not work. But goals, I think, is better. It's kind of like, I'm going to be healthier, and that enables you to spend however long, weeks or months, to be healthier. Like, you got to get yourself in order. And so I don't do resolutions. I've never done resolutions because I just think that they're quite toxic. But I do goals.
I've got one.
But you've got one? What is your one?
Right? So I think Doom was leading into this. I've got one, but it's not the negative we usually have, because I was getting ready to be like, I'm going to get fit this year, blah, blah, blah. And like, I've taken steps for that. I'm doing that, but I don't want to tie it to resolution because that actually somehow makes it harder for me. No, what I want to do this year is I just want to be nicer to myself. That's it.
Yeah.
I just want to be nice
so
to myself.
important.
I want to try and stay in the at least reasonably happy state that I find myself during the 3 weeks I have off work at the moment, where I actually get to be a person again. I want to hold on to my personality and not lose it going to this place that I have to go to so I can eat.
Soul-sucking.
Yep. So there you go. Yeah. That's my one. And granted, it's still going to be hard, right? But it's something I'd love to do.
That's beautiful. No, Shay, that's really, really important. I think that's personal growth. I think that's adulthood. I think that's maturity. And I think that's absolutely beautiful.
I'm still a gremlin. That's happening.
But that's part of you as who it is. Like, that's you being like, I'm a gremlin, but I'm going to be kinder to myself. And I think that in today's society where we have so many expectations as women and as people, as an adult, it is really hard to be kind and gentle with yourself. And it is something that I am still learning, being several decades old.
It's not easy because you don't think about it. And then finally you do, you're like, oh, I have been mean to me.
Yes. And I think that they're like, we're our own vessel. I think that we need to be the most kind that we can be. So you actively like focusing on that, I think is absolutely so beautiful. And I can't wait to see that develop within this year, because 2025 sounds like a real year and I'm celebrating that. 2024 did not.
It's a very grown-up year, isn't it? Although I still don't know how we got, probably. But I just don't know how we got from 2005 to 2025, but that's beside the point.
Don't think about it. Don't think about how old you were in 2005. Like Lindsay Lohan, Hilary Duff, they were 2005.
No, but look at them. Look at them. They look the same.
Hilary Duff is my queen. I will forever love that woman. I will forever love that woman. She was Lizzie McGuire, and she was all those beautiful films after, and she will forever be like, I don't know how much older than me she is, many a year, but she will forever be goals to me. And now that they are both flourishing in 2025, I love this for women. I absolutely love it.
Dude, what were you planning?
Pardon?
What were you planning for your resolution, or what were you avoiding, or have you got a nice one?
What are you avoiding?
What am I avoiding? Okay, I'm avoiding his. I think probably what my out for this year definitely is hesitation. And I was talking to the girls beforehand about this, and I think it's probably my hesitation in what I've been putting out there in regards to my content, podcasting, all that kind of stuff, even just sharing bits of my life and stuff like that. I have hesitated so hard, and I've thought about things so hard, and it's just ruined it for me. So. And then I've just done nothing. So I think I'm going to follow my intuition a lot more this year and not hesitate in what that means. Is that allowed?
Yes.
Is that allowed?
I love a bit of intuition because I think that we fight against our gut feeling a lot of the time. So for you to kind of follow your intuition, because sometimes it like tells you to do weird stuff. You're like, what am I feeling? Do I follow this? Sometimes you need to take the risk, and I can't wait to see where you end up. I think that we should take this moment to like, because we're the 8th of January, take this moment to really think of where we are. I think the audience can think about this too. Think of where you are in life, and we'll revisit it on our last episode at the end of this year and see how much all of us, including the audience, have grown. I think that's it's our version of time traveling, if you ask me. You can really like communicate with your past self and your future self. I think we can really.
Do you want me to write it down, and then I can like put it in a thing, and then
time capsule?
Yeah, like a time capsule. Okay, so yeah, we can do that.
Something I should have sent to you guys actually was this lovely lady who was out in America getting a lot of snow in a place where like they get snow but like not usually this much, and she goes past a playground and it's got this huge slide, and she's like, all right guys, I'm 33 but I really want to go on that slide.
Gotta do it.
She did, and the joy I felt watching her do that, I have not felt that in so long. And you could just see the comments like, oh my God, I think you just healed something in me. Thank you for doing that. Like she's climbed up all the way up this like, I think we call them spider webs, the climby things.
Yes. Yeah, the rope things. Yeah,
like a good 2-3 stories of it, because this is huge, American Park. And she goes down this massive slide. She keeps the phone on the whole time. She's like, what? And I was like, oh my God, yes.
No, I love that. I absolutely love that. Because they're making parks like so intense now. Like I think it's easier to keep up with when you got tiny humans, but they make parks literally insane. 2 suburbs away from me, they have created a park that's 4 stories tall, like diagonal, so like stairs and stuff. It's like 4 stories tall, and they have massive like twirly slides that go all the way down. And I can't take it with my tiny human; he's a bit too small. But I said to my partner, I'm like, I gotta go and do it. You wait at the bottom. I'm gonna go and do this. And I think both of you, as well as a lot of my friends, know I'm a giant child. I've got to experience a lot of things, and so I see these sorts of things. I was like, I will be there. I will be the influencer. And so there's so much to experience. And I think with today's technology, obviously technology is getting cheaper as we move forward in life, and people are getting more creative. They see what people need within urban planning, but playgrounds are getting more than just like average little swing. Like it's
got to be better than an iPad.
Good, because it was shit when I was a kid. Like
you're so right. Yeah, you're so right, Jim. Though, like not only we're competing of being like a bigger and better than the previous playground, but we're trying to compete with things like screen time and electronic toys like hoverboards. And like, not saying that there's necessarily things wrong with that. It's more just like relying heavy on technology instead of exercise and our babies getting out there and just being a bit creative with nature and with each other. And you're competing with a lot more than back in our day. What you're competing with, maybe the PlayStation 2 or whatever. You're like, oh, get them out on the playground. They love that shit. But now there's so much stuff, and children are getting younger and younger invested in social media. Like, look at Australia. We're now banning social media for kids under 16 because
real interesting.
I think everyone takes their own stance, and I think we've discussed it on the podcast before, but I think gaming can get interesting with gaming parents versus not gaming parents, and social media kind of expands to that because gamers obviously spend a lot of time on the internet. So it's whether or not gamers then go, the internet can be fine. You can spend time on Minecraft or Fortnite or, those online gaming platforms. They can be positive. Why don't you go and spend time on other platforms on the internet versus playgrounds? So it becomes, are you an internet parent? Are you not an internet parent? Where's that borderline of get outside, you've had your screen time for the day.
No, I think you can use those kinds of experiences to your advantage. So this is something that I do want to actually share a little bit more this year with my own audience, and maybe some of you guys, maybe. And it's basically creating a kind of agreement within your family about what takes up your time every day and how much time are you going to allot to it. So when you actually break down your day, you know, considering everyone needs, well, kids need 10 hours sleep, adults 8 hours sleep. That's probably why we're feeling like crap most of the time, because we're not getting that 8 hours of sleep. What time does that leave for, you know, doom scrolling TikTok? Like probably not that much. So I think it is important for parents to, you know, have that balance, instill that balance in themselves as well. But if you're talking about like how do you compete? Well, some parents say, okay, well, your outside time needs to equal your inside time, and you know, you can't always, you know, obviously there'll be a better balance between, you know, doing that, even if it is a lot, but your child is still actually getting the activity that they need. And to be fair, I have an 8-year-old now, and she needs more stimulation and excitement than she used to. So give me that triple, quadruple, you know, platform twisty slide any day. Yeah, definitely.
No, you're
some great
totally
points.
right. Yeah, you have to adapt and move forward with how the children age, how technology ages, what their peers are up to, because I think that obviously you can't choose where your children make friends. And so some kids are come from more interesting families than others. And some everyone has different rules. And so some families are like, come home from school, watch a few hours of TV, have dinner, go to bed. And some other families are like, come home, do your homework, have dinner, watch a bit of TV, go to bed. Like everyone is so different with their order. You have to be really involved with how you want your child to interact with each other, with the internet, with gaming. It's all very much, and adapting as well. You have to adapt with what you think that, like, okay, I have to let up with some control at some point. You can't control every aspect of your child's life, especially how crazy that the internet is. Sometimes you have to let up a bit of control. And now we have different rules with how our children interact with the internet. Yeah. Oh gosh, the playing field opens up to your own opinion, their peers' opinion on what they're doing, the government's opinion, and then you've got MISC. Like there's so much stuff to consider. Parenting is never easy. I don't want to think that even like the silent generation, when they're parenting, that was easy, but we're forever adapting with what we can and what we can't do, what is healthy and what is not healthy for our children. It's just about learning on the go. It's just about being fluid. It's adapting, and it's beautiful and scary all at the same time.
Yes, that's life. I will say though, if you are listening to this and you are a parent and maybe you have like an early teen, 5 years old and above, your child knows what's right and what's wrong in regards to their body. They know how much time they need to sleep. They know it's too late for them to be awake. They understand what's reasonable. And if they've been to any school, they have been taught a little bit in the curriculum about health and about, you know, internet safety. And it's just about instilling or kind of filtering like what that means for our family. And like, don't be afraid to like talk about that kind of stuff with them, because they've likely already talked about it at school. So like I said, I personally really want to make some content around this this year. So I'll definitely share that when it becomes available. But Ellie, what's your resolution so I can write it down?
Oh gosh,
or your non-resolution.
Yeah, I like the term goal.
Yeah.
Goal.
Oh gosh, I think just personal growth. I think that really encapsulates what I'm after doing in 2025. I want to have growth within my personal life, within my friendships and relationships, within my career. I think that like personal growth to be like further into all of that sort of thing is a really beautiful goal for me, because I think it just encapsulates what I want to do. I just want to go forward, and that's you can still stay the same. I think that there's a high high ability. That's not really the term, is it? There's an ability to stay the same, but there's also
well, you got
ability
the car and you're going forward. You can upgrade the car, or you stay on.
I think there's a beautiful possibility that I could be forward, and I don't want to set myself specific goals in the way of like, you need to reach this, but I don't want to not set myself goals because I still want to achieve something. So I think just personal growth, and I would like to be further than where I am right in this very second, and I feel very happy and very positive about that remark.
Good. Very good. And growing includes surviving sharks and skydiving, just so you know.
Yeah. Totally.
Absolutely.
The reason why I think this topic and us, talking about, what we want for ourselves, obviously we've been around the sun a few times, but I think number one, comparing ourselves to other people, other creators, other streamers, other parents, other women, it is the thief of joy. It really is. And not everyone is going to want the same thing. And I think staying true to our own values and what's reasonable for our lives, because sometimes when I see people and they're like, yeah, I want to get like X amount of followers, I want to stream X amount, each week, or I want this many hours and stuff like that. Like that is really overwhelming for me, because number one, my mood isn't always, available for that. And also my life, like, my children, like for example, my 5-year-old, she has fractured her elbow from falling off monkey bars. That I was at the hospital all day on Sunday, and I had this great plan of like planning out all my content for the week. Did not happen. And quite frankly, because obviously she takes precedent, and it's I don't want anyone out there to see this and be like, or see other people's, putting numbers and things like that onto their stuff, because I think it can be a little bit, I suppose, demotivating, because you're like, oh, I could never do that. But I think Ellie, you saying, like, I just want to grow, like if it's +1 follower, or if it's like +1 friend in my life, or if it's, like, a $3 pay rise, or whatever that is, that's growth is growth. Like it doesn't matter.
Yes.
Like
growth is growth. I couldn't agree more.
And Shay, like you want to be kinder to yourself. So it's like, be kind to yourself during that period. Like life isn't always linear. Sometimes we take 3 steps forward and 1 step back and all that kind of stuff. And I think our imperfections can kind of be, I guess, kind of watered down because we always want to put ourselves, our best selves forward in this kind of thing. And but I think we're kind of moving into, people are more interested in the process rather than the destination, if that makes sense. So like how you actually got to that place, and what were the trials and tribulations and all that kind of stuff. And I'm kind of down for more creators actually sharing that. And I've honestly big love to everyone in our community who watches us, who is adjacent to us, who follows us, who likes our photos on Instagram, wherever you are, you're all doing fantastic. We're in another year together doing this. I personally, 5 years ago, I didn't know that this existed. So this content creation and gaming content creation, let alone gaming podcasts, let alone actually hosting one myself. So I think so good, right?
You said that.
We should get you a little clip-on queen crown for your headphones. I'm just saying.
Stop.
Come on,
you need this.
Yes.
That's the one from that was the first headset that you had with us. It's very, very cute. It's the peach one.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
I need to send this to you, Doom Kitty.
It's so cute. I love that. So just wanted to acknowledge everyone out there. And I've got some intuition about the podcast, and I'm really, really excited about that.
Yeah,
I'm
and
really excited
that's beautiful.
So I did request this of Dolphin, and Dolphin, of course, has come through.
Oh
So,
yes, okay. I must
Jim's
share.
got to share it.
It's very
Gotta
important.
share
Very
it.
important. Yep.
It's on
Dolphin, I also asked for Ellie as a lemon, but I'll let that one slide because this is
a
very
lemon
good.
shark, a shark lemon.
No, just a lemon. I just want Ellie's face as a lemon.
Oh,
So that
I look
like,
good in yellow. It's fine.
there you go. It's fine, right?
I'm scared. I'm so
Oh, the
scared.
lemon's coming. Oh, Dolphin, you're absolutely
What's going to be
God.
revealed?
I love how we
Oh
have both
my
the dolphin
God.
and a shark in our chat. Like, man, that's so good. We got all the sea
Here we
creatures.
go.
All right, guys, you ready
no.
for this?
Ah! That's illegal.
Yes. It's so
Stop.
good. Oh,
I hate this knowledge.
Wait,
This knowledge
I'm
is
try-
cursed.
hold on. Okay,
So
so I think
I'm pink.
you're the pink
Shay's
one,
yellow. You're blue.
and I'm blue.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm
Horrific.
so proud. It's beautiful.
Oh wow.
And
No.
immediately, baby shark just pops into my head. Just baby
No,
shark.
not allowed.
No. COAGG shark do 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 do.
No.
Aw. Dave will be so pleased. But yeah, I love it. It's
You're
peak,
welcome.
all right? If we ever have a studio, we're gonna hang up all of the fun photoshopped art that we get sent. And it's
That
gonna,
will
it's gonna
be
be
fun.
that. It's gonna be that.
We should do like do you remember Saturday Disney, how each week they would have like the best submitted art? We will have an award for the best submitted art, because we still do have some COAGG stickers. If anyone wants a COAGG sticker, we still had some COAGG stickers that Miss Ellie can send out. So do let me know. I'm not allowing this. I'm ignoring
this. Is you
this.
when you were sick.
No.
This is what this is what the old man was talking about. He's like, you yellow.
No. I'm ignoring this, and I am rejecting that and saying COAGG stickers. COAGG stickers.
Yeah. Ellie's like, if I don't look at it, it can't get me.
COAGG stickers.
Oh, we have got the other day. Ooh.
Sticker. I actually. Okay, so long story short, if you're new here or you can't remember, those stickers were sent to Ellie's house because I thought it'd be quicker for PAX. Again, my hesitation. All right, my hesitation. Stickers, sticker ASMR. They got sent. I think they arrived like 2 weeks later.
No. It was like really short. I think it was like 3 days after we had our meetup. Like it was really short, and I was like, bugger. So now I'm just kind of the COAGG sticker central. So it's up to you, Doom, how we distribute them. If they have to know a code word and or join our Discord, but
they just have to join the Discord and say sticker please.
Sticker please is the password for tonight. So if you join our Discord and sticker please, you could achieve, you can't really see because my lights don't adjust, but some sexy little COAGG stickers. Yeah. I will get that tattooed right here above my ghost.
Kate would like one. She's in the Discord already.
And if your laptop, yes.
The laptop. I am 90% certain, just as a announcement. I'm 90% certain that we will have COAGG badges at PAX this year.
Say it ain't so. There's PAX happening this year. We're only in the 8th day of the year, and we're already talking about the 10th month because we love PAX. Gamers love PAX, and we're pretty devo the fact that there is no DreamHack.
It was stolen from us.
Yes.
And I'm the only COAGG gal that's heading to the Game Expo in Melbourne. So if you want to come
so I don't know.
If you want to come and say hello to COAGG, which would just be one of the third at the Game Expo, please come say hello. And maybe, just maybe, you can be featured in an interview on COAGG on the Wild at the Game Expo. So maybe you should come and say hello to Twerking Queen, aka Ellie, and we'll have a chat.
Yeah, definitely. If you're unsure what COAGG in the Wild is, if you head over to our YouTube channel, there is a playlist called COAGG in the Wild, and it's basically me sweating a lot with a handheld camera, talking to people at events. And usually, it's usually question based. So essentially, I think the last one that I did was, if you could romance two characters in a video game. Oh no, if you could personally romance a character in a video game, who would it be? And I actually did, I got some really interesting responses that revealed a lot of preferences for people. So maybe definitely check that one out. It's actually really, really funny. So it's basically kind of like in a vlog style. And I am encouraging the other girls to do it as well. More than happy for you to just, send me the video files, and I can edit them and put it together for them. But yeah, COAGG in the Wilds, that's us at events. So
and we love that. We absolutely love the folk that we find, and everyone is so keen to have a bit of a chat. I think my next goal with any con that I attend, I would absolutely love for COAGG in the Wild to interview someone who is of the furry community. I think that would be absolutely amazing to chat to. I have so many questions, so hopefully we can get someone of the furry community over on Conventions of a Gamer Girl in the Wild. How fun.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Like honestly, if you see us again, and we've said this like just every single episode of any conversation related to in-person events, like if you see us, like
come up.
Come on,
come
over.
Say hi.
You'll see Ellie from a mile away because she's like 6 foot tall. But so just look for the very gorgeous giraffe. That's game bounding in her outfits. That's Ellie. I think game bounding is I think you've made it a thing. Like you did well last year.
It's in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
And for those who aren't familiar with that term game bounding, it kind of comes from the Disney community of Disney bounding, which essentially means so with the Disney adventure parks, so what Disney World and Disneyland, you're as an adult, I think it's like literally over the age of 15. Like I think anywhere near you look like an adult, you can't wear anything to do with like a costume that looks like any of the Disney characters, because they obviously don't want a child coming up to you and you say hello, F word, C word, like they don't want you saying like naughty words. So you can't dress up as characters, but you can kind of take on the elements. So the colors or the silhouettes of characters. And so when it came to PAX, I did not want to cosplay because I didn't want necessarily people to come up and take photos with me because I get nervous. So I wanted to PAX bound, game bound. So I wanted to wear costumes of my favorite characters. So what I did here, as you can see, I wore an outfit that was actually gender bounding as well of one of my favorite characters, which is the curator from the Dark Pictures anthology. He's a man, I'm a woman. I wanted to gender cross that sort of costume. So that's what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a girl version of what I imagine the curator would wear. And so that's what I did. And so game bounding is sort of wearing kind of what a character may wear, but not the exact outfit. So day one of PAX, I was the curator, as you can see. Day two, I was Ada Wong, and only one person came up to me the whole of PAX, and he came directly up to me and he was like, "You're Ada Wong." And I was like, "How did you know this? I was just wearing red with a harness. Like, how did you know this?" And I rewarded him. I'm like, "You get a photo with me because that's amazing. Like, you get a photo." And then when we did our COAGG meetup on the Sunday, I just wore, it was quite warm, so I just wore like a dress. I don't really wear anything special, but I have booked a few tickets. It's yet to be announced. I can't reveal much info, but I have booked several tickets to some fun conventions this year. Not necessarily in Melbourne, and I'm a Melbourneite. Not necessarily in Melbourne. So you might see me appear in some cons not of my home state. So all will be revealed later on, but
I love that.
I do think game bound should be more of a thing. What do you guys reckon?
100%.
I already wear sometimes subtle, sometimes not subtle gaming clothes.
You look like a Pokemon trainer every time I see you, Shay. So that doesn't
very
count.
true.
I'm keen on that. It's accidental, but I'm keen on it. I like to balance my comfy with functional and nerdy. But yeah, no, like even for work and stuff like that, I'll wear like subtle shirts, and sometimes I'll just straight up wear a gaming shirt. But I do love when I see like even students coming in and they've got like, unless you know what you're looking at, you won't know what the icon is on their shirt, and you'll just think it's probably like a shirt icon or whatever, you know. And I'm like, I see what you did there, and I love it. I really love it.
We love the subtle.
There needs to be more subtlety, though. I think we've discussed it. Maybe we've discussed it previously on the pod. More subtle merch. I think that when you get older, you just like, I don't need something that's like blasting across my t-shirt. Like I just need something little.
I do actually want to shout out a place that is actually really cool. I'm actually trying to find it now. I wouldn't say that it's like low key, but I wouldn't say it's like loud. But essentially there's this Australian lady and she's a really big Fortnite girly, and she has actually developed like a really cool women's like Twitch, sorry, not Twitch. I'm butchering this. I'm so sorry if you're listening out there. A Fortnite community, and essentially it's just grown. It's grown and grown and grown. 16,000 women in the community. Or I do believe they have like supporters as well. So and they have really, really cool merch, which is yeah. So and I would think, you know, because obviously we have our merch. But you know what? I'm not a gatekeeper queen or anything like that. But I like that, and I think, what is it? I feel annoyed that I don't have it on hand because it's just come up. But I will come back to it and I will share it across.
Well, do you want the Discord or? Yeah. I'll get that up. The Discord is Girlies Squad. That's the Discord.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for the
creator.
No, I'm looking for the website where she sells her merch.
That should be in the Discord. Are you part of the Discord?
I am in the Discord. I'm trying to find it.
They have so many, like, what do you call them? Like, not tabs or
categories.
Categories.
Yeah.
When you're like, there's so many
channels. Yeah.
I can't go through them all.
Yeah,
because like many people talk about so much stuff all the time. You're like, you gotta separate it sometimes.
Ooh, 2025 COAGG merch coming soon, maybe. Oh, sharks, you know it, mate. You know it.
You know it.
We gotta update it so you can't get the 2024.
The class off. It's got to be like a rigid. Like maybe we should do a cutoff in the middle of January. If you want like 2020 class of 2024, middle of January. After that, like babe, 2025. Because this is the third year we've been doing it. Isn't that insane? 2025. We started in 2023. That's crazy. And now we're in 2025.
Yeah, so we'll celebrate our second birthday because we started like mid-year of 2023, which is crazy. I have just received a fucking dolphins coming clutch. I love you. I love you. Not this.
Thank you, Dolphin. Not this
one.
bit. Not this Instagram page. Yeah, not this one.
Not this one.
No passwords. No,
there was no passwords. It's this one. Look at this. Look at this.
Sprite Mum. Oh, that's cute.
Sprite Mum. Where we dropping?
Where we
dropping?
Something about the Fortnite font sets off so much dopamine in my brain. I don't know. I think everyone has their like online moment where they've got their like online co-op that they absolutely love.
That's
Fortnite will
forever
be my absolute favorite. Sniper Queen, that's me. That's me. I love I call it, you can all adopt this. I'll give you permission. I call it a snipple pipple. Snipers are my vibe, but I call them snipple pipples.
I need that one. I am regularly dubbed the loot gremlin because I don't necessarily want the loot. I'm happy to share it. I just want to be able to look at it and pick it up.
I'll pick it up. I just want to be the one to pick it up.
Well,
No, I
I'm
think
playing a bunch
that
of Path of Exile, and I'm like, give me the shiny.
I definitely am a person. I think I didn't realize that there was people that like if you get the kill, you are entitled to the loot. I didn't know that that was a thing. Like if I down someone or eliminate someone, and my friend goes and like gets the loot, like it doesn't bother me. But I didn't realize until like joining TikTok and stuff. Like people like, oh, when your loot goblin friend comes and steals the loot, like I didn't know that that was an issue. Like I genuinely don't care if my mate goes and like nicks the loot that I just downed someone with. Like it doesn't bother me. But I
think
I was like
quite stressful because if there's multiple people, like let's say it's two people, right? And they're killing and they've downed one person. I don't want the other person on their team to get it. I'm not trying to be the first one there. I'm just trying to get it before other people.
Oh,
like,
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
you want to like make sure that the other team doesn't get it. But like within, I don't care if I'm playing with another person or another 3 people. Like if I down someone, they can go and take like the loot. I don't care. Like the most important thing is they would go, I've downed someone. But I think that when you play enough with somebody, you really learn what sort of gear they like to carry. And so everyone knows to give me a sniper. Like I absolutely love a good sniper in Fortnite. Yeah. And one of my regular duos, shout out to Fatty Patty, we regularly duo together and he loves pistols. And so I always give him pistols and he always gives me snipers. And then we just have like preferred loot that we like. But if I down someone, don't care if someone nicks the loot from them, don't care. But I do
and then I'm like, oh, I don't need this. Who wants this?
Yeah, like I do recognize that people, they eliminate someone and they go, that's my loot, that's what I'm entitled to. If I knew that, I'd be like, oh, that's for you. But I think I'm a loot goblin. I'll go and steal loot, not knowing that it's stealing. Because I personally don't care. Therefore, I thought that everyone didn't care, but they do care. Learn your duos.
Also kind of alludes to the fact that you're the girly in the squad, you know, like they're gonna be like, oh, do you need this? Do you need a shield?
Yes.
You need
all of it.
I just want to pick up the shinies. I mean, what are they for if not picking up, you know? Like, I must touch the shinies. After that, I don't care anymore because my grubby little fingerprints are already on it. That's fun.
So honestly, really, really cute. Very Fortnite focused though. But really, really cute. If you know a person in your life that likes that stuff, definitely head on over. Merch for this year is on also. It's following my intuition in regards to it with less hesitation. That's something because obviously I'm really like the leader in this whole thing. So yeah, apparently it's like up to me. I don't know. I did that.
Apparently.
It's all my fault.
This will teach you for starting new and ambitious projects, honestly. Like,
Queen.
And Soul Gaming, yes, I have actually thought of a cardigan because there are no gaming cardigans. You know
why have I not thought of crocheting a COAGG cardigan? Why have I not thought about this?
Ellie, okay, so you're one person. Like it would obviously look amazing. It would be very Taylor Swift-esque. Like that.
The Queen claims a lot. That's okay.
I don't want to put that pressure on you because
oh my god. Just COAGG in general. Why have I never thought of crocheting a COAGG thing in general? I have those. I have every color under the sun of yarn because I'm a yarn goblin. Why have I never thought of crochet? Because I have crocheted a lot of things in my time and gaming things, but you actually can't find a decent controller pattern because there's so many curves and things. Controllers are too hard. But if I could think of like a simple-ish thing to crochet for the COAGG community, I think I could create
color perhaps.
Yeah, I think I could create something for the 3 of us and then maybe do like a bit of a giveaway. So we would be very like the special viewer. Maybe we will have a little brainstorm over on the Discord with that because I think that would be very special, a bit of a VIP giveaway. I could manage that.
Okay. I'm excited. Like I said, 2025 is all about we're growing, we're being kind, we're not
That's it.
hesitating. Love to
Yep.
see it in gaming. We want to create cool shit and do cool shit. That's
Amen.
it. Amen.
COAGG
All right.
men.
COAGG men?
Men of COAGG? I've been approached a couple of times, especially out in the COAG in the wild. Confessions of a Gamer Boy.
I think that would be, if I'm putting my 2 cents in here, I think that could be a very fun little aspect of things, because I want to shout out the men of COAG. I think that we have phenomenal men. We have people that identify as male within our community, and it is so beautiful for men to support women doing what they can within the gaming community, because it is quite 50-50 now. Like I absolutely love men supporting COAG. And so if there is blokes out there that are COAG men that would love a bit of a spotlight, I think that we in 2025 could give them a bit of a shout out. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Look, and honestly, like my experience going to being at these events, being on panels afterwards, especially when I've talked about female focused topics, they're like, how can I support? Like, how can I do that in the most genuine way? So it's actually a massive conversation, and it actually should be male led, since I don't have the qualifications. But more than happy to have that platform. So lots of exciting things, lots of brainstorming happening. You're clearly getting a massive brain dump from us all.
That's it.
At the end of the episode. But please join up to the Discord. Have your say about what you'd like to see from us in regards to episodes, guests, merch, games, everything. We want to hear about it.
Woohoo!
Why not shout out the trans gaming community? There's a collaboration already brewing.
Secret squirrel stuff,
Pride Month. So yes. All right, that is all.
Excellent.
That is all.
I feel like I was just dismissed from class. That was all.
We've
Okay.
been yapping. We do be yapping.
We do
First
be yapping.
day back, and all we did was yap, because that's what podcasts do. And we absolutely love yapping with you every single Wednesday, and we will continue until, forever.
Yeah.
Too bad. Stuck with us forever.
We will launch you on all the platforms. It will be fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, lovelies. Ellie, what are you up to this week? Anything exciting? Not the skydiving, though. That's not this week.
Oh, no, that's not this week. This week, so on my Instagram, I've mentioned 8th day of the year. There is so many games to bloody play. There's so many games being bloody released. And so on my Instagram, I kind of said, tell me your game that has the story that has left you bewildered, breathtaken, jaw on the floor, because I want a story. I just want a story that I'm so involved in. Because for example, I'm playing Spider-Man 2 at the moment, and I really enjoy it. But do I think the story is gobsmacking? No. Do I think that it's brilliant? Of course. But I want something that's like a good book that you can't put down. I want that in a game. And so I've kind of reached out to the community. I'm like, you tell me what is gobsmackingly stunning and beautiful. And so I have a bunch of comments now, which I want to go through and watch the trailers, because I'm a trailer girly. I want to watch the trailers, and I want to pick a couple to download and play. Obviously, everyone knows that I gravitate toward horror. But at this point in time, I'm like, baby girl, I will take whatever is going on. So I've got so many beautiful titles. I'm going to go through them. And I think I'm going to pick something maybe out of the ordinary for me. And I'm very excited about that.
I'm here for that. And we already discussed on our Halloween episode that emotional damage and trauma is also can be considered horror. So you're welcome.
Sure.
Also, utter frustration, games that are broken because we played them so long ago, or they're deliberately broken. What's that one where you have to log in every day for 365 days or something, or was it the Paro?
Oh, Stanley Parable.
That one.
Yeah.
That will definitely strike a nerve.
Yes.
Anyway, Shay, what you doing, gal? What you doing over there?
Well, this week is my last week off work. So while I've been on
Good.
holidays. During the holidays, I've been streaming a lot longer and a lot later and things like that, and doing like random surprise streams and stuff like that. And I've been having such a fun time with it. I've gotten to meet so many new community members, and it's been a bunch of fun. So what actually happens this week is the league season for 2024 ends. So we will actually be getting a new season. Now, the reason this is so interesting, aside from the fact that like it's an entire rank reset, is that Noxus will be taking over, who is the next city that the Arcane series will focus on. It won't be called Arcane, it'll be called something else, but it's the next one, essentially. And so Noxus will actually be taking over the main map. There'll be a lot of Noxian-themed events. There's going to be new skins for Noxian characters. And this is fantastic because League doesn't usually focus on, like, one area. Like, they focus on a range of characters, but it's only because of Arcane that we're getting this brilliant fleshing out of cities and races and culture. And it's fantastic. So I'm so excited to see what that means. I think it's going to shake it up a lot. There's a lot of changes coming to gameplay as well that might actually help with like just the overall mental and resiliency of players when the game is getting a bit tough. So I'm really excited to see how that goes. And that happens, I think, tomorrow. It's meant to be the 9th, but I don't know if that's the 9th American or 9th Australian. So yeah, I'm excited for the new season, and I'm curious to see how it goes.
I'm excited for you. I don't know what for, but I'm happy you're happy. Yay games!
Yay!
Oh, incredible. In regards to me, look, this wouldn't be Confessions of a Gamer Girl without a confession. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to Disney Dreamlight Valley. I've got a plant of 1,000 pumpkins now because I've
Make some soup there, girl.
Disney? No, we sell them. We sell them, babe. We get the coins and we buy the cute little outfits.
Get it?
It's true. It's goals, right? I make the money at work so I can buy the cute little outfits. Oh, yes. And food or whatever. I don't care about that.
That's real life and in games.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I'm probably gonna be vibing with that for a little bit longer. And I'm just gonna be marinating in all of the thoughts that I have about what I like to do. I feel like January can be like a little bit of a not a false start, but like like just a jog. We're jogging, but it's not a race. So yeah. I have children on school holidays as well, so hopefully no more of them injure themselves, and we'll be Gucci. We'll be fine. On track for 2025.
Yay!
Yay! All right, that is it. That is the end of the podcast. Thank you all so much for joining us. Again, join the Discord. Talk. Put your pets in there. Talk about things. Stuff. What are you doing? What are you up to? I want to know. I want to know everything. I'm a sticky beak. We're yappers. Please yap in the Discord. We love you. Thank you for listening wherever you are. And we will see you all next time for another episode of Confessions of a Gaming Girl podcast. Bye, everyone.
Woo-hoo.
Bye.